I wonder.
Hello there, curious citizen scientists. Let's see what's in the Wonder Bucket today. Today we have two questions, both relating to space. The first from Bilal Hatoum asks, how are planets made? And the second from Vigo, age 8, asks, how far into space have astronauts been? Those are some great questions, and I know just the person to help us answer them today. Russell is a grad student at the U of C who normally studies the life cycle of stars, but I bet you he knows a whole heck of a lot about planets and space exploration. Let's go and ask him.
Hi everyone, and thank you so much for having me on here, Davis. This is very exciting. I always love giving astronomical questions about planets, stars, the galaxy, and everything like that. It's great. So the first question was, how do planets form? Well, planet formation is actually a very natural occurrence in the star formation process. So if you consider a sphere of gas and dust, and as that starts to collapse down, it'll form protostars. And once a protostar has been formed and has started to collapse more, it's very natural that a disk is formed in that process. And that disk is called a protoplanetary disk. That is where all planets are formed. So in that disk, it's a very dense disk that has large particles that clump together and start to form bigger particles, and then through the process, what's called accretion, is you eventually get something that's massive enough that has its own gravitational well, and that's when you start getting moons to orbit around it, and you essentially have a planet in itself. So that's why all of our planets also orbit along a single plane, is because that plane is exactly parallel with the protoplanetary disk of our sun. The second question was, how far have astronauts gone in space? And unfortunately, it's not very far. So the furthest that human beings have gone is to the moon. And considering that the moon is 400,000 kilometers away, that's pretty far. But the closest star is 4.2 light years, or 40 trillion kilometers away from us. So it's going to take a very long time to get there. But we already got some movement from this guy, so we'll hopefully get there sometime. Well, thank you so much for having me on here, and I'll talk to you later.